Welcome back, Phillies and Genitals, to a Brony Plays Minecraft. Technomancers. Yeah, stuff. That was a terrible intro. Oh well, deal with it. Today, we're going to start working a little bit more on Thaumcraft. However, we need reeds, which is why we're running around. Run around, looking for reeds. Why do we need reeds? So we can make some books for a bookshelf. Hey, look, there's some cows. Let's go smack the cows. We are going to use reeds for bookshelf making, because then you use the wand on the bookshelf and you get the Thaumanomicon. The Thomnomnomcon. The one, it's delicious. A little nice little cove over there. There's actually some really nice scenery around here. This is my plan, is like anytime we go exploring like this, I want to show off the world. There's a piece of leather. All 3 cows gave you 1 piece of leather. Bastards. Anyways, here's some, whatever these are called. Reeds, sugar canes. They're things. There's a tree here. A very big tree. Now you might ask, Litmus, what kind of tree is that? It's the type that we put a torch underneath because it's very dark. Put another torch over here. This reminds me of a super hostile map I did once. I did one of Vex's super hostile maps, the tree one, in fact. Imagine that. Oh, no, that's a little, oops. It's great wood. Great wood is useful in Thaumcraft for doing things. It used to be used for making enchanted wood. It made very good enchanted wood. But now, that whole entire system of Thaumcrafting is completely changed and different. Which is at once both interesting and less interesting. Over here we have some jungle tree thing. Look, cocoa berries, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's just knock them off here. Thunk. Some cocoa beans. It's getting... Ooh, it's getting a little dark here. Better plant another one real quick, and then we'll run home. There we go. So we've got a source of cocoa beans now. Now, let's see if we can find home. Home is somewhere this way. We know this because it's this way. And if we keep going this way, hopefully we don't get stuck out at night. Oh, I saw something. A torch or something over there. There we go. Yep. Ouch. It's okay. It's only minor fall damage. It's fine. There we go. More torches. Yes, here we are. Alright, good. Just in time to get zombie. Almost. We almost made it. It's okay. You can't land a hit on us. We're far too pro. Take that, you scallywag. Let that be a lesson to all your zombie friends. Yeah. Let's put some torches up around here, too. It's awfully dark. I don't like it. I don't like it. So, we've got ourselves some sugarcane. And, let's go ahead and sleep for the night. Maybe, I see one leather piece from those cows. Those cows so ridiculous. Only giving me 1 leather. Damn cows. Alright, folks, we're gonna hit the hay and take us a little nap, see? And in the morning, we're gonna get us some sugarcane farms running. Good morning, good morning. And we're up and awake. It's time to get a bucket, for good old bucket's sake. Oh, bucket, Applejack. That's essentially what we're saying. Let's go put some stuff down here. I don't know what stuff we have to... Oh, look, some just stuff. We just have junk every now and then. We gotta put away. You just gotta take care of your junk. You gotta take care of your junk. We're gonna let the copper smelt and speed up. Quick, fast time. So we're gonna start by making an infinite water source. A little pond right up by the top of the hill here. This is actually where a creeper blew up. The site of a creeper explosion right here. I've cleaned it up a little bit, but you can kind of see that square shape there. So I'm going to use that, put a little bit of water there, and we'll get a second bucket. They're probably, the one downstairs might be closer, but going up and down that ladder is a little annoying because you have to jump out all the time. I put the chest and the stuff, I don't know, it's there. And there we go. We'll just put this last one down. Ta-da! Alright, we'll place our sugar canes. Now, 6 sugar canes is not enough to make a bookcase anyways, so we're going to just let them grow. But while they grow, there's not a whole lot we could do with Thaumcraft without knowing recipes. I mean, we could make us a crucible, but instead, I think it's time to look at something else. Eat us a chicken. I've been hinting at this for a while, folks. Today, we look at xychorium. Right here, here we go, green, red, dark, light, and blue xychorium. The blue is actually up top. So let's start with the green. We've got a lot of all of them, but let's just start with the green just because, you know, why not? Now, green xychorium can be crafted into a green xychorium block, and it can be smelted into green xychoridite, and you can smelt it a couple different ways. Now, the blocks, this is only one of several blocks. Oh, we're smelting something else. Let's make a block first and show you what it looks like. The blocks serve two purposes. One, they're, well, storage, and two, they're decoration. Look at that. That looked really cool. It's got animated textures. It's just very cool looking. Just imagine that being a beacon somewhere. You'd be able to see it. Now, you can't break it with anything else. It's strictly a mineable block, so mine it up. But it does look like it glows, right? I'll put this in here to make some xychoridite ingots. Now let's take this downstairs. It looks like it glows. It has the glowing texture, and just like xychoridite down in the mines, it is visible, but it doesn't really give off light. If it does, it gives off a light level of like 1. It's not enough to prevent spawning, and it's not enough to really light up a room, but it's something. It can be used either for decoration or for storage, if you have just tons and tons of xychorium and you haven't done anything with. Now you can put the block in and you can get the rest of the xychorium out, and there you go, make them into ingots. Now, the green xychoridite. Ingots, what can ingots do? Color is pretty much immutable. You can just change colors around. So we'll just go with the green. You can take them and combine them with the stone bricks. It gives you brick. Green xychoridite brick. You can combine them with brick and obsidian to get the plate. You can combine them with aluminum and iron to get platforms. And you can combine them with bricks and dyes to get structures. Now, the structures are the only ones that can have color, and the structure's color is independent of the original xychoridite color. But let's start off with just grabbing, here we go, grab some stone bricks. There we are. And let's start making some brick. There we go, green xychoridite brick. So let's take it out and see what it looks like. It's got the same animated texture, but it has a brick texture as well, and it looks really cool. Just imagine making a castle or something out of it. Lots of work, but very cool. Again, you'll need the pickaxe to mine it up, and ours just broke. And like the other xychorium, the xychorium block, it doesn't give off light, but it is visible. It glows enough to be visible, like, no, kind of like a glow stick would, or maybe one of those phosphorescent stars that you might have had on your ceiling when you were younger. Unless you still have them, in which case, I don't know whether you're old or young, but you still have them. That's cool. So what else can you do with these things? Well, let's grab some aluminum. We'll need some aluminum, and let's try making one of those platforms. Now, we can't make the plate. We can't make the plate because we don't have obsidian. And I heard about a shield, but I didn't see it in the recipe guide, so I'm not sure what the shield is used with. But as you see here, we're having a little bit of trouble with the plate. Let's check our recipe again. Nope, not that. Okay, let's check it again. Check, and oh, there we go. It's a little slow. There's like a little bit of a lag in the recipe checking. I'm sorry about that. There's not much I can do about it. Unless there is, in which case let me know, because I haven't seen anything. Probably like a config file. Need a little bit of iron. There we go. It gives us quite a bit. It gives us 4 for the price of 1, which is good. And it also gives us a use for that aluminum stuff. The other use for them is in torches, which maybe I'll show sometime, maybe not. Green xychoridite platform. I like this better. Like the other one. So, well, here, just look for yourself. Very cool texture. It has that same animated stuff, but you can see where the aluminum iron is needed in production. It just looks really nifty. Now, it doesn't let you climb on it or anything, which is unfortunate. I really wish it would, but take a look at this. It breaks really quickly. But be careful. If you break it with your hand, you don't get it back. So make sure that you break it with your pick. Being a platform, it doesn't do anything special. It's just a name and a different block. similar to the different types of stone blocks, like stone brick and chiseled stone brick and super chiseled, and etc., 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 and the different sandstones. So it's mostly decorative. As far as I know, there is no actual use in crafting for any of these, but that's okay. Let's look at these structures here. Now these structures, you'll saw that it made black and red. What's up with that? Well, structures can be made into any color that you can dye. Okay, that's someone's shouting outside. Never mind. So we'll grab some indigo. And this is a substitute for blue, just in case you can't find any lapis, because lapis is hard to find. Once you've found it, you usually end up with a lot more than you needed, but also grab some red and some yellow, an extra red and yellow to make some orange and purple, because we've got blue. Now, strangely enough, you can't combine the blue and yellow to make green. You still have to get that from cactus. Go figure. But we'll go ahead and make some orange. And then if I remember to do so in a moment here, I should make some magenta. Oh, well, I'm going to grab some more indigo first. That's why. So the xychorodite blocks, bricks, platforms, and plates, and shields if they exist, all take the color of the xychorodite used to make them. However, there are other uses for xychorodite. These structures take the color of the dye. And so if you wanted, light gray xychorodite thing, you'll have to make a structure, not just a block or a brick. So that might, if you wanted a glowy white brick, that's fine. But if you wanted a glowy gray brick, it's not going to work. Sorry. So just place your stone bricks around and then your dye in the middle, and we get red structure, which may or may not have been the best choice. But look at that. It's slightly different from the platforms. It's got a centralized motif. I kind of like the design there. It would make a really cool floor or a really cool window or just a beacon. But they're definitely special decorative uses. And yeah, I guess you could always just make a texture pack that had something like this. But it's cool to have. It's just cool to have these options in here. They're not terribly useful on their own. They're just nifty blocks. So yeah, that's that. So there you go. Those are the main uses of xychorodite. Well, those are the first uses. It's getting dark. Let's see if we can start putting some of these up and just see what they look like around the world. Now, these are terrible. I'm going to warn you before we start. Just put this up here. Yeah. We'll just... At some point, maybe I'll actually make something that looks good, but just put these on top, and you'll be able to see that. You can see them in the dark. And then we'll take the platform, and we'll actually make a platform with it. Where do we want to put this little platform? Want it to stick out over things. Let's just put it right up here next to the steps, because that's a pretty good cliff face. And so there we go. Book, dunk, dunk. There we go. And this red structure, we can make a little red structure with off to the side. And hopefully we won't. There we go. We'll make an evil red totem. Yeah, ha ha ha. It looks a bit sinister, doesn't it? It's like a big warning sign. Do not come here. You could put that near lava, and people would be like, "Oh my goodness, there's lava," or by a hole or something. So as you can see, they don't glow at night. I had to use a torch to light it up, but you can see them at night. So, fun stuff. Just gonna make ourselves a new little chest here. Since these are all decorative blocks, we're gonna make a decorative blocks place. I usually put a chest aside for dyes and wools and inks and stuff like that. In this case, that's also going to include the xychorium, because they're kind of like dyes and inks. They're only there for decoration. Same principle, really. So we'll just do that. This frees up a little bit of space in this chest, and we'll put these over here. Wonderful! Wunderbar! Das excellent! Okay, so let's go ahead and start these smelting, because that way they'll be useful. And we'll just tidy things up a little bit. There we go. Very nice. Lots of 2 types of tin. Did you see that? 2 types of tin. Okay. Alright, so we've got quite a bit of stuff ready to go. It's a little dark. Let's check downstairs. Put the bricks back. And the dirt. There we go. Now, we looked at the decorative uses of xychorium, but there are more than just that, although you can kind of sort of see it out through the door. It looks cool. Let's take a look at some of the practical uses of xychorium. So, what are the practical uses of xychorium, aside from, looking really nice? I've gone ahead and smelted these down into the xychorodite ingots, and I've taken down the brick and weird red structure as well, just so that they don't look so weird and menacing. So, you can have this thing here called xychorodite brick, but you can also have lights. Yeah, normally xychorium lights up or glows, but it doesn't actually light, but with some glowstone and redstone, or glowstone and redstone torches, you can have lights and inverted lights, which are really cool. But you can also make this stuff, which is the engineering brick. So, you can have xychorium that glows, and you can also have this strange engineering brick. Let's see what this does. Now we'll need some ingots and some stone brick, and there we go, engineering brick. And let's plunk it down. A little dark in here. Anyways, let's plunk it down. There you go. Looks kind of interesting, kind of nifty by itself. Needs a bit of redstone though, so it may not be the best decorative block considering how expensive it is, but you can then use it to make stuff. Each color of xychorium can have its own thing. This is xychorium soil, and you can see it uses some different types of trees. Wait, what? Very strange trees there. Rainbow oak, miner's tree? Does that seem? And there's a sorting tree as well. Okay, strange trees. Anyways, so that's that. So you can make the xychorium soil. You can make a fabricator, a valve, an item in out, which allows for items to pass through. Increasing control over flow of items, apparently. It allows for liquids to pass through. Liquids balanced between valves. Go figure. Probably useful for tanks and stuff. And this fabricator, which I have no idea what it does. And then the xychorium soil itself. And also liquid detectors. You can use any engineering brick for liquid detectors, valves, item input outputs, and fabricators. But each color of xychorium has its own thing. So green here has xychorium soil. So let's go ahead and take a rest. We need one more sapling, so let's take a rest so that we can make it day. And then we'll grab the other forms of xychorium. There we go. Nice daylight. So let's grab the rest of the xychorodite ingots and go out and find us some saplings. This will be great for us. So we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll grab the light stuff as well. Now, actually, we'll make the bricks first. But you'll notice we only have 3 pieces of redstone, so the light xychorodite we'll leave that out for the moment. But I'll show you what it does. I'll explain it at any rate. Let's go ahead and make the bricks first. That way we'll have everything ready to go once we get the saplings. Or at least we should. We'll need to get each engineering brick use. Each practical use comes with its own thing, but, whatever. The nice thing is that for 4 ingots, you get 4 bricks. So even though you do have to spend some stone brick, which is, no big deal, and some redstone, which is possibly an issue. You might like your redstone a lot. Oh well. So the light xychorium makes this light engineering brick, which can be used to make xychorium ice, in addition to other stuff. Now, xychorium ice, when you place it in water, will turn blocks next to it into ice. Pretty simple. And that's about all it does, though. So I don't know if you like it or not. I think I'll probably end up just using it for decoration. So let's speed this up a little bit here and try to find a sapling. You get saplings all over the place, but when you're looking for them, all of a sudden, nope, not here. I had terrible luck finding the sapling, and that's why I've sped it up a bit, so it doesn't take as long. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we have our 4 saplings. Let's make xychorium soil, and let's see what it does. A bit of iron in the middle, some saplings, it doesn't matter what type, the green engineering bricks to xychorium soil. So now let's look at the dark engineering brick. Dark engineering brick needs a bucket, some stone, so let's go ahead and grab those, there we go. And the stone goes around the bucket. And this stuff makes, I'll put the dark brick in here, this stuff makes liquid void, which is not what it sounds like, and at the same time it is what it says. It just, anyways. Using the red stuff, you can make red engineering brick and a fire basin using gunpowder, iron bars, or lava buckets, or lava cells and iron bars. Some very strange lava things in there. So go ahead and grab your buckets. Lots of buckets for you to grab. And we'll make an iron bars. I said buckets. I meant gunpowder. Ugh, I'm terrible. So we grab the gunpowder and the bars. Boom. We got a fire basin. Now we could have more if we use lava, but we didn't. Oh well. And we'll need a water bucket as well, or a water bottle, or of course water cells. And I think we can also make fabricator and other stuff with the blue. So let's go ahead and grab that. And use your, make sure it's nice and fast there for us. I don't know what I was doing. There we go. So we've got the water bucket. We'll put some stone. This is not stone bricks. These are just smooth stone. And some blue engineering bricks around the rest, and we get xychorium water. Alright, so let's go take a look at what these things do. Now, xychorium water I didn't show off too well. It's not like a big thing of water that flows straight out, but you can use a bucket on it, or you should be able to use a bucket on it, and it should just give you water indefinitely. So it's like an infinite water source, and you might be able to place it in place of a water bucket in a machine. The fire basin here, which requires a flint and steel. Let's grab one of those real quick. Grab the tin instead. Iron, steel, always get that wrong way around first. Flint and steel, here we go. Floosh! It's like netherrack, it doesn't go out. There's just a fire, doesn't go out, so you don't have to go to the nether. I guess that's something. I mean, it's a cool looking block anyway, but we don't want it right next to the wooden stairs, so we'll take that away and look at liquid void. Now, liquid void is not like the void distilled into liquid. It is a void of liquid, or perhaps void around liquid. So we'll put some water down, and as always, it makes a big mess, going in 3 separate directions, of course, making a huge mess down there. Just look at that. Ah, oh, so terrible. If only there were a way we could contain it. But look at this. It won't sit next to the liquid void, or yeah, to the liquid void block. And you're probably like, oh, well, that's just because it was flowing that way. Right. Well, let's put a piece of stone on here. And this will work for water, for lava, any liquid that flows. You put your stone in there and boom. Since it won't flow next to the block, you've got yourself a little thing right there. You can also use this in tanks to prevent liquid from filling up beyond a certain point. And you could use it with lava to give yourself a nice lava lamp. So, xychorium soil. The last stuff, we got 2 of them. Let's go grab some seeds. Should have some seeds in here. There we go. Does slime jump around? I guess so. Alright, and you can plant stuff in the xychorium soil. It doesn't look like dirt, but it is. You can plant stuff in here without need for water or tilling, so no hose needed. It's kid-friendly this way. Let's put some bone meal on it. Boom, boom. See? They grow. And we can just keep growing, and we'll have ourselves, I mean, we can make ourselves a nice little farm like this. You can grow just about anything on here. Anything that is plantable, it should be growable on xychorium soil. And just plant it in, grow it out. Boom. Look at that. The soil is ready to go for the next time. So there you go, folks. The 4 main uses of, 4 or 5 different uses of xychorium. It's decorative as well as practical. Hope you had a great time. Thanks for watching. And until next time, keep on trotting.